Welcome to the Winning Edge podcast, where we share focus, fueling, and faith-filled stories and strategies to give young athletes the tools they need to become the best version of themselves as athletes and individuals.
What you eat and how you think can transform your athletic performance and overall well-being. Whether you're an athlete, coach, or fitness enthusiast looking to gain that mental edge and optimize your health, this podcast is for you. We are your hosts. I'm Lindsay, former collegiate athlete, coach, educator, and educational coach for over 20 years, and a mom of 2 young athletes.
And I'm Stacy, registered dietitian nutritionist of over 18 years and also a mom of 2 young athletes.
So speaking of being the moms of 2 young athletes, today...
2 giggle boxes.
Yeah. Today, we're going to be talking with our 11-year-old sons, August and Clay, and we wanted them to come on the podcast so that we could kind of get some perspective from 11-year-olds about some of the topics that we've discussed in prior episodes. So,
Hey,
welcome.
guys.
Hey.
Hi.
Y'all got the giggles.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit. Are you nervous? Excited? Not sure what we're going to ask you? I like all of it.
You read some of the questions? Okay, well, there's some more too that aren't on there, but that's okay. So let's just dive in. Okay, so tell us, what is your favorite part about playing sports?
Working, putting in all the effort, doing hitting lessons, pitching lessons, or like dribbling lessons. And then after putting in all the work, having the great outcome of what you did.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
a good one.
I like that.
Bro, what you got for us?
Can I pick any sport?
Yeah, it can be just like, or whatever you want it to be.
I mean, honestly, the same thing as him for football, just putting in all the work, and then you just, like, almost just keep doing it, and then keep getting better, and then each time you get better, maybe you'll hold your start position, or keep taking start positions.
You get to see the success.
Yeah.
It feels good, right?
Yeah, especially to hit people.
You like to truck people. That's your football. I think that's a boy thing.
We know all about the 5th grade recess last year with football and how physical, even their basketball games outside were crazy physical. Yeah.
I caught the ball.
And I'm surprised that you didn't say what I thought you would say, which is friends.
Oh, yeah, yeah, friends too. Way better with friends.
Yeah. Okay, so then what would you rather do? Be on a team with like a whole bunch of friends that you've known a long time, or do you like meeting new friends on new teams too?
I would say first one probably. Yeah, having friends on the team. It was like HP when we had everyone.
Yeah.
That was a fun year, wasn't it? Yeah, that was a lot of fun. That's awesome. So favorite part is working hard, getting to see the outcome, and then getting to have fun with the friends that you enjoy. I'm surprised you also didn't say winning.
I know.
I mean, come on, y'all are competitive.
Oh, yeah, winning comes with working. Working.
Somebody's wise. I like it.
Okay, I like that. And you've definitely played on some teams that were not winning.
Yeah, and I think that's, and there's going to be times you're going to win and times you're going to lose, right? So
Yeah.
that's life. There's some ups and downs.
Okay, let's think about this. Okay, what are some of the most fun memory you've had in sports? So take a minute and think about it. What would be one of the most exciting memories you've had? Go ahead.
It was full practice, and I think it was the practice maybe the week after my birthday. And we were in a hitting drill, and I trucked one of our best players that trucks really hard.
Mhm.
And
Was this Shad?
yeah, and
He's a big kid. I mean, he's he's going to be a football player someday.
my coach was like, "Well, there's your birthday wish, Clay."
I think that's the one I heard all the way from the car.
Yeah.
Where he was screaming because coach was so excited. He was like, yes, yeah.
awesome.
So I love that. All right, August, what's yours?
2, when you're scrimmaging and your whole team's just going crazy, and you don't have to run laps after scrimmage.
That's good motivation right there. No laps afterwards.
In Destin, the World Series, the walk-off, and then also all of our teammates coming together and getting that pop factor where we all combine and become one good team.
That's awesome.
That was really awesome to watch. Do you want to explain what happened with that walk-off? That wasn't even the championship game. That was the one before. It was like 2 extra innings y'all played.
Yeah, 2 extra Texas shootout innings.
Mm-hmm.
And we were battling. I had 8 pitches battled against their ace pitcher, and then bases loaded, 2 outs. My friend Nathan hits one off the wall in center field, and we won that game to go to the championship.
That was awesome. All right. This should be a good one for y'all. So what are some things that your parents do before, during, or after games that you like? or you appreciate?
I'm cheering. Yeah, definitely.
Can you hear us when you're...
Yes, but I know you're doing it.
You can't hear us? But...
No, because I focus. Once I get up to bat or I'm pitching, catching, I can barely hear anyone. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. You can hear everyone? Your mom?
Not really.
I know you can hear your mom.
Yeah,
She's
sure.
loud. Yeah.
Not get it, girl. Drop it.
How come you can hear me and not Dad? I need to know this.
When I'm pitching, then can I say something that I don't like?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for.
That's the next question.
I pitched for Fairfield, and one time I was pitching and I didn't follow through.
This is on the episode. Oh my
I
God.
didn't follow through, and Dad was like, "Follow through," and I was like, "Dude, just calm down. Tell me after the game, not while I'm mid pitching."
Now we got the giggles.
And that's when it led to me. I think it was giving up a run that gave away the game winner.
Because you were just a lot in your head about us being on the sidelines. And I think, that's a it's a good feedback for us to hear. And Miss Lindsay and I talk about this a lot. And I think we're not sitting on some soapbox like we're doing everything perfectly. We're learning too. And Daddy and I have even had this conversation, whether it's been with you or with Luke, about times as parents that we get excited on the sidelines or we get frustrated on the sidelines. But you guys are processing it even more than we are in the middle of the game. And so we don't have to tell you because you're already working through it.
Another thing is, before the game, when you're riding with your dad and he's just jamming out the rock music.
That's the best. That's the best. You love it.
Yeah, it pumps you up. Yep. Okay, so what do we do? What do your dad or I do that bothers you before, after, or during games? Is there anything?
During, when y'all come up to the dugout and tell me.
Your dad says that?
Yes. In my head, I'm like, I'd like to see you swing.
The realness of that. I'm sure every kid, whether they're August from 6U to probably however old they are, they're like, look, bro, dad, unless your dad did play in college or in the majors, y'all are probably like, look, we don't need your advice. It's already hard enough out here.
Do you think it's the dads that are tougher?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, dads are a little bit more intense, I think. When it comes to, we're intense, but it's more cheering, positivity.
Well, and I think too, I feel I care more, and this is me personally, and I was thinking about this today, and I think you would say this about me too. I care about you getting better every day. Better today than yesterday.
Yeah, definitely.
I care less about if we win today. Do I care about those things? Am I competitive? I would be lying to you if I said I didn't. But winning for me looks like better today than yesterday. And sometimes Colin is like, no, it needs to be a home run. Dads are that way, for sure.
When they also tell, you have a hitting coach that's for you and they're telling you exactly what to do, it helps your swing. And your dad's like, you need to follow through, get your hands into it more.
Well, okay. So I guess that we found out what annoys them.
They want us to let their coaches coach them.
Yeah,
that's an epiphany,
is.
Maybe that's a job that parents should be hearing, is that it's not our job. We talked in the podcast, Lindsay. And sometimes I think we all get hung up in this. Unless you are the dad coach or the mom coach, it's really not your job to coach. It's just your job to celebrate and cheer and support.
Yeah.
So speaking of that, I got a whole other turn of questions I want to ask you guys. So, we talk about this a lot with you guys when it comes to not even just sports, but life. But, Miss Lindsay and I were talking with a great gentleman today, and he was the sports dietitian for the Gators, Florida Gators, and then also the Toronto Blue Jays in Canada. And he's coached a lot of different athletes, college level and pro level. And he was talking about how faith was super important to so many of the athletes he saw at these levels. And I just thought it was super interesting. And I'd love to hear from you guys to talk a little bit about already what you're doing as individuals or with your teams to make sure that the gifts that God gave you as young athletes, that you're glorifying him with. What does that look like for you when you're struggling in a situation? Let's just say you're pitching and you're down and you've got a 3-0 count and runners are on all three bases. Are you talking to him? Are you having a conversation with him? What does that look like for you?
It's taking a deep breath when you do that, and people lift their hat. That's when you could probably do it, which I do it. I did it sometimes, but not every time, because sometimes I just try to lock in.
Yeah. So thinking about how could you use the Prince of Peace in that moment where you're feeling really flustered and really nervous to help you feel more calm. That's what they call Jesus.
Prince of Peace.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of it? Yeah.
Interesting.
And so you thought I said
Princess Peas?
Princess Peas. You use the Princess Peas. No, the Prince of Peace. That's what they call him, because he gives us peace even in moments where we shouldn't have peace or where it feels like peace couldn't come. So August, what about you? Do you do that kind of in the game? Do you talk to him throughout the game? Is it before the game? What does that look like?
Or, and when I'm pitching, sometimes like I'll close my eyes, roll my shoulders, and take a deep breath. That's usually what that is.
Yeah.
But sometimes I mix it in with other things.
Yeah.
So how does your faith connect to your sport that you play? How do you bring your faith, your relationship with Jesus to baseball? How do you bring it to your team? How do you share it? What's that connection for y'all?
Or is it just through being kind to your teammates or being coachable?
Coachable.
You're saying he gives all those players the talents that they have. So whatever they do in their life, they would glorify him with it. Yeah.
That makes sense.
So do you have a favorite? This is my other one. Do you have a favorite Bible verse that you think of that you like to use? Or a favorite prayer that you like to say?
I forgot the verse, but I know what it says.
Okay, what does it say? That works.
I think it's like don't crave revenge, leave it all for me.
Oh.
It was something in there. It was Psalms or something. It was
Some good
something
stuff.
like that. Psalms 360? I don't know. I forgot.
What's yours? Tell me.
John.
Oh, that's the one that hangs on your wall. And what is that one?
It's confident and courageous for the Lord. I'll be with you wherever you go.
Yeah, what does that mean? Doesn't matter if you're in a hard situation, if you're in a good situation, he's walking with you, right? So be strong and courageous. He calls us to be victorious because we're victorious not in ourselves, but in him. And yours, I think you were talking about Romans 12:19, which is revenge, my dear friends, but leave room for God's wrath. For it is written, it is mine to avenge. I will repay, says the Lord. That's such a good one. And that's a good one to remind us of when we feel frustrated. Give those things over to the Lord and he'll take care of them. Yep. Because in the end, he's going to right those wrongs. And that's a hard thing to do because sometimes we want to fight over it, right? We want to get mad. We want to get back at somebody, but it's not ours. It's his to really conquer. I love that. That's awesome. Lindsay, what's your favorite? Do you have a favorite that you love?
Gosh.
I feel like while they're sharing, should we share?
Share yours.
Yeah, mine would probably be from Proverbs, and it's as he thinks in his heart, so is he. And I think it's a good one for me. I would say it's probably one of my life verses because it reminds me that the way I act, the way I think, it all starts in my heart and how I feel, and just reminds me to make sure that I'm aligning, love God first so that I can love others well. It's probably one that is one of my favorites. As he thinks in his heart, so is he.
Mine, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
Oh, that's a good
That
sports
one
one too.
I always kind of rely on.
Or I would say Isaiah was my favorite one when I was younger, which is do not fear, for I am with you. Do not anxiously look about, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will hold you up with my righteous right hand. This is a really good one. Yes, for God so loved the world that he gave his only son so that we shall not perish but have everlasting life through him. That's a great one. That's a great one. Oh my gosh. Okay, I love it. Hey, you guys know a lot about your Bible for being 11. I like it.
I'm better surprised too at the one he picked. Absolutely. All right, here's the next question for y'all. How do you support your teammates during practice and competitions?
They get struck out and they're down. Being down is the chain reaction. It's really contagious. So if one teammate's down, the whole team is going to be down. So you pick them up so that your whole team doesn't go down.
That's really
Because your team succeeds and fails together.
So you're saying that your attitude is contagious. Yeah.
I love that.
That was a really good one.
How do you support your teammates? As he's like making faces at you across the table.
He makes them laugh. He tells a joke.
I mean, I was on my 12 team and there was like tons of kids that just broke down crying after they either run it out like I did or something like that happened. And I would honestly just go sit by them like almost my whole team would, and they would just be like, dude, you're good, you'll get it the next time, don't worry. You still have the game. It's not the last time you'll hit. Stuff like that.
I love that. It's really important that y'all are good teammates. You know, it's a good teammate and being coachable. Okay, so here's a good one. How do you balance school and practices and your soon-to-be social life that you're going to have going into middle school?
Oh my gosh. Y'all are going to be middle schoolers. What?
Like, how do you think you're going to balance?
Lindsay, my baby's going to be in middle school.
I still have one in elementary. I'm so thankful because I don't know what I would do. But how are y'all going to balance everything?
Start focus more to like sports and getting my grades good so I can still play sports. If I go to high school, I'm still playing.
Let's talk about the phones.
Ugh.
Let's talk about
Let's
this.
talk about video games and
my
social
gosh.
media and phones because, you know, it was really funny. We talked to, again, Tony today, And he was telling us about how he was having to tell Major League Baseball players, D1 level college baseball players, when they weren't performing and they couldn't pitch the next day, they needed to turn their phones off sooner and get sleep.
Yeah. He said 7 hours of sleep.
Or it reduces your performance by almost 20%. If you're not getting at least 7 hours. And that's for most adults. I would say for you guys, you probably need 8 to 9.
Coach said once we get to 13, he's going to start doing it on tournament weekends. We can't have our phones.
Yeah.
And I think that's smart. And your coach knows what he's doing.
It's just very distracting. And I think it's become a thing where it's like the norm and we're on them because it's the thing we do. And it's almost compulsive. And, you know, there's a whole world going on around you while you're worried about what's going on your cell phone.
Speaking of, this kid can't even sit still. He's taking his socks off.
I get it. It's hard to sit still for 20, 30 minutes. I get it.
Goldfish. So do you, oh my gosh, there goes the sock. This is what happens when we get them. We're like, let's do a podcast with that. What were we thinking?
Whose idea was this? Not a good idea.
It's actually kind of funny though. Like if you could see right now in here, you would see socks flying around the room. It's very interesting. Okay, I have a question for you though. What advice would you give to someone who wants to play sports that maybe hasn't played yet?
Don't give up. It's going to be hard. I sucked when I first started, but I worked.
Yeah, I love it, bud. That's great
That's
advice.
really good advice. Okay.
Hey, and I don't think you sucked.
It was
Catch a ball.
You were great. You played third base. You were great. You played with us. Or was that before you played with us?
Way before.
when he first started playing Little League, they put him at catcher and he couldn't catch a ball.
I don't
And
think
he
anyone can
couldn't
catch a
hit.
ball at 6 years old. That's just like,
I can't even catch fly balls at third base.
He couldn't.
Offense, the first foul ball I caught, that was my first foul ball I ever caught. That was foul.
oh my.
It was pretty rough, but he loved it. So he just kept wanting to play and, you know.
There's something
set
to be
goals
said
and
about
get
that.
better and better.
I will tell you, there's something to be said about loving to put the work in and seeing the success of the hard work, which I think is amazing.
So in Destin, they got in a pickle. So the pitcher they were all pitching amazing, but his one of his good friends, Nate, was pitching. I have it on video
He's
from
such
Game
a sweet
Changer.
boy.
Oh,
You know, his family
gosh,
played basketball
love
with
him.
Clay when we were younger. And
Yeah.
that's how I met Priscilla for the very first time.
Yes. And they,
Nate, big Nate. Like,
Big Nate.
remember, he played and he was super tall. He was the tallest one on your basketball team. It was when you were the rebound king.
Nate is a giant. So there's a picture because August caught and Nate was pitching and it's like double August size.
Massive.
He's so big. And
Okay.
he had amazing pitching, but this one ball he threw, it went over. Like he couldn't have jumped up and stopped it. So August takes off his helmet, gets the ball, and they catch the runner on
Guy
the
coming
base.
around.
So then they go and they've practiced this pickle situation.
We practiced it the week before. The last practice we had before.
Did everybody come in to help out?
Yes,
Yes.
it was perfect. You ended up at third base.
Yeah, and then we got him.
Were there no other runners on base? It was just that guy?
There was one.
Oh, okay.
That second base, he couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
But it was perfect.
But it was cool because that was the last out of for our team. It's also really fun seeing your teammates succeed with all their work.
Yeah.
Because Avon, he hits a lot of home runs.
Yeah.
He hit 3 back to
Four.
back and 4
Four. He had four.
four home runs for
crazy.
each day.
One per day. Or no,
1 per day.
one per day. Yeah.
That's amazing.
So then the poor, like Nathan and Avon, the other team walked them. They were like, they're not batting.
Which, don't worry, that'll happen a lot as you get older, too. They'll learn that you're good, and guess what? They don't want to face you. So it's a lot easier to put you on base than it is to bring you all the way home.
I bunted one on the fair line.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. But it is really fun seeing everyone succeed.
Silent.
So-
Or if you're like, butt swinging,
Yeah.
because I'm good at
Now
bunting.
you
Now
got
he's
it.
better. Well, he was not good at bunting. I don't think.
No,
ever
I've been
before.
good at bunting. My coach, I'm slow. None of them bunt me. No one wants to bunt the slow kid.
No one wants to bunt.
But as soon as I see that ball hit the bat,
Man, he
Cracks me up.
we need to do probably some like
Just say
running.
you're slow, like you're
I'm
slow.
Yeah.
I'm
Like,
slower than
cracking me
Brett.
up.
What's the cheer that y'all do though when someone slow steals a base? Lightning McQueen. Ka-chow.
He stole on you. He stole on you while you were mowing the lawn. He was already gone. He stole on you. He stole on you while you were making a pizza. And he said, "Bye, Felicia."
Oh my gosh. You guys and your chant.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
love
y'all crack me
All
up.
the chants. We had all the chants, like especially in the World Series. Like we were like rip, rip. Like I was like the laugh. Rip, rip.
How come y'all didn't say that was y'all's favorite part? Because that sounds like a lot
Yeah,
of fun.
definitely probably. My throat hurts. from yelling.
Oh, so it was your favorite part in the moment, but not afterwards.
Yes. Maybe for the birds killer, and then worm killer was the bottom one.
So Clay, what's your advice? This one over here said, don't give up. That's what he was telling kids that are just starting. Don't give up.
Yeah, probably that. And then honestly, if you just work your butt off, you'll probably just keep and getting better.
You just keep working hard, right? Set goals, keep working hard.
Well, you guys for being 11 have a lot of wisdom. You have a lot of wisdom for us. So thank you guys for being on with us. We hope you had fun. Giggle boxes. Yeah, definitely got the giggles out. But
So stay tuned for future podcasts where we will bring on exciting guests in the sports world, highlight spotlight coaches, athletic directors, former and current collegiate and professional sports players, sports dietitians, sports psychologists, and more.
what you eat and how you think can transform your athletic performance and overall well-being. Whether you're an athlete, coach, or fitness enthusiast looking to gain that mental edge and optimize your health, this podcast is for you.
And don't forget to join the SPAN community and get more exclusive content by following us on all of our social media channels, including TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and X at @SPAN_athletics.
Until next time, stay faithful, stay fueled, and remain focused on your goals.